Hello? Alright, as usual, I gotta make sure this is even working before I can do anything. Alright, it says I'm live. That's usually a good first sign. Hey! Okay, there I am. I'm the only one watching. Hey, we got one person. Alan in the TV. Hey, we got someone. Salim Studios, Waffle Buns Gaming. Hello, guys. Hello. Hello. Okay, I'm seeing a bunch of people now. Dude, hello and welcome. I love your videos. Hey, thanks. Whoa. That's like a little custom emoji or something. I've not seen those. Like, I know those exist, but I thought that was the kind of thing that you had to, like, pay for, and I've not enabled any of that. That's cool, man. What's up, Doc? Hello. It's the legend. Thank you. Dude, watch Avatar The Last Airbender. Are you the guy that keeps telling me to do that? I've got a guy that's been doing that for a while now, and I need to, but I still haven't. I'm sorry about that. How you doing, dude? I'm doing great. World has come to watch. Took a minute for everyone to show up. That's fine, man. That's fine. Love your videos. Have you seen the Michael movie? I've not seen the Michael Jackson movie yet. Hey, dude, we already have a super chat. Oh my gosh. Elite Puppy, $2, and a waving hand. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Should I make an animated version of what I think the backrooms should have been like and post it to YouTube? I mean, yeah, why not, man? Why not? I see no reason. A lot of backroom stuff is doing really well right now, so if you can strike while the iron's hot, that's not a bad idea. Day 104 of asking for something on Rise of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. At some point, hopefully. Hopefully. When will we get a Hex trailer? That is a great question. I wish we'd gotten one by now, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so, guys. This stream, there's a reason. There's a point. I have a plan. I have an idea. As you can see, I'm Grug. And Grug has an idea, and it's a bad idea, but I'm here for it. So, I discovered the other day when I was making that one video that was covering a bunch of different mobile games. I had to make a tier list, and I went into Tier Maker, and I figured out they have a wheel. And so I can spin the wheel, and it will choose my plants for me. Now, you might see where I'm going with this. If it chooses the plants for me, if you've ever played Plants vs. Zombies, it's a game where it's a strategy game where you're killing zombies with the plants. You want to have a specific strategy depending on the zombies, but what if the wheel chooses my strategy? What if that happens? I don't know, man. What do we do? Let's find out. Let's find out. So, we're going to play Survival Day, and we're going to see how long I make it just using what the wheel gives me. Alrighty, I'm interested. I have done this before, and I got very, very lucky, because the way the game works is the sun producers produce money for you, basically, so you can buy more plants. I got lucky, and I ended up with the sun producer the very first time. So we'll see. You've never seen proper gameplay? Oh, bye, Salim Studios. Nice seeing you. I've literally never seen proper gameplay of this game. Well, it's time. It's time. Let's do it. Alright, so let's see what the wheel says. It gives us 10 random plants, and we're just going to go with that. We're going to see what it gives us, and we're going to do our best. I'd like a sun producer. You know what? Actually, walnut is a good pick. I'll take it. Walnut blocks zombies. That's important. Have I seen Return to Silent Hill yet? I have not. I have not. When are you going to post on your religion-focused channel? Hopefully sometime in the summer. I'm working on stuff. I hope to have something out by then. Elite Puppy again. Thank you so much. 2 waves. Dude, amazing. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's a cheap... It's a cheap plant. We want that. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Hypnoshroom. That's an interesting choice. Okay. We get 10 of these. We get 10 of these. So we're gonna hope, okay? We're gonna hope. Oh! See, some of these plants you have to plant on other plants. That one might not be very useful. Torchwood. Okay, not bad so far. No bad. Yeah, coffee bean would be nice. You're right. Oh, but that's useless without the other one. Let's see. I get 10 of these. Oh, goodness. Okay, I get 10 of these, and I've already used 7. So let's see. Let's see. You should make your own movies. That'd be cool. Well, see, this would be awesome if they'd give me the normal sunflower. I can't use this otherwise. All right, 2 more. 2 more. Oh, that's useful. That's very useful. Beautiful. I started watching Digital Circus. Okay, we got all 10. I started watching Digital Circus to see if the Fortnite collab would be any good. Haven't seen the movie, but the show is peak. Kane is my favorite. You know what? That's cool, actually. That's cool. I've seen some of it. I've not seen the movie yet. I'll probably see it when it comes out on YouTube, whenever that is. Okay, so, 5 of these are useless. So, these guys are useless without Coffee Bean, which we unfortunately did not get. These guys are useless without the plants that you plant on them, but I did get him, so that's not bad. I got him, which is pretty good. I got him, which is pretty good. Am I playing with all shop upgrades? Yeah, I got them all down here. Yeah, I've not seen the Digital Circus movie yet. Let's see, what else did I have? Torchwood Walnut. Okay, you know what? It's not good, but I think this is doable. We don't have any sun-producing plants, though, so I'm really going to have to strategize. Money will fall from the sky and help me, but otherwise I'm in kind of a bind. Alright, what happened to your audience? We got 26 people right now. That's something. That's something. I'll take it. YouTube premiere of Digital Circus is June 19th. Oh, that's in a week. Yeah, I can wait a week. I can always wait a week. Okay. It drops the same day as I go see Josh Groban in Tampa. Hey, awesome. Awesome. Is the mine plant an option for your wheel? It would be really cool having a choice. Yeah, the mine plant was on the wheel, thankfully. It gave me that plant. If I'm not going to have a sun producer, then at least that will be helpful. LOL, haha. My favorites are Kane and Kinger. Yeah, if I had to pick a character, those would probably be some of my favorites in the show. And again, it's not a show that I'm super into, but like it's pretty okay. It's fine. WALL-E is the best movie ever. You know what? WALL-E is fantastic. I do like that movie. It's been a minute since I saw it, but I like it a lot. Alright, I think this is doable, at least. We got a wall, we got a mine, we got Torchwood. I think this is doable. Bacon's playing a game from my favorite franchise. See, this would be my favorite franchise if any of the other games were good. Number 2 stinks. I've been trying to play Gardenless, which is like the mod for computer, and it's not that great. Unfortunately, it's just not. It's not that great, but that's okay. And then I've never gotten into Garden Warfare. People say Garden Warfare is really, really good. Maybe they're right. Maybe they're right. I've just never gotten into it. I've not seen the Digital Circus finale yet. Oh, hello. I probably won't be seeing that anytime soon. Pixar peaked at WALL-E and has been progressively going downhill ever since. WALL-E had 0 dialogue between the 2 main characters, and yet so much is said at the same time. Yeah, dude. WALL-E is an absolute masterpiece. That's one of the greatest movies ever made. Hypnoshroom seems great, especially without Coffee Bean. I don't know about without Coffee Bean, but Hypnoshroom typically is one of the... I don't know. I don't use Hypnoshroom much, but like he's there. He's there. He's a fun little guy. You know what? For not getting any sun producer plants, I feel like they gave me some pretty good choices. I have a cheap guy, I have the mine, I have a wall. With no suns, I'll take it. I'll take it. Heroes is so weird. Yeah, I've not played Plants vs. Zombies Heroes. I've not heard good things about it. The series was great for a good long while, and now it's just not, I don't know. It's just, none of the other stuff has been that good. Since EA got it, the goal has been to turn it into a microtransaction machine and not like actual fun games. Or at least that's my opinion. I don't think much of their stuff is that good. Well, you only have 5 usable plants? Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. I let the wheel decide and the wheel did not smile upon me. But that's okay. That's okay. The 5 plants they gave me are actually pretty good. Or decently okay. We'll see. Once the bucket heads start coming, I might be in trouble. Oh wow, another stream. You know it, man. You know it. I'm here. Have I read the PVZ books? I think, actually, when I was a kid, we got one of the comics at Goodwill. I remember reading that. And it was okay. It was okay. Not, like, amazing, but it was fine. If you ever watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, you will realize that you have been missing out. Yeah, at some point I need to watch that. That is on the same list as Gravity Falls was on for the longest time, where, like, I've not watched it just because I try to dedicate my time between, like, working on stuff and watching things that I think I'll enjoy. And the problem with Avatar: The Last Airbender is just there's a lot of it. It's a show. And so I'm sure once I actually get into it, I will actually really like it. But just spending the time to get into it is something that, I don't know, I haven't done yet. I have limited time, so I probably got to go soon. Just want to say, I love your videos. Bye, have fun. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks a lot. You as well. I wish they decided to make the PVZ movie. Yeah, I knew they were making a movie at some point, but I think they've tried making movies with just about everything at some point. I think a PVZ movie would have been interesting. Oh, crud. They are sending multiple cone heads on the same row. Ah, well, worst comes to worst, that's what Walnut's for. How are you doing today, man? I am doing fine, man. I am doing fine. Still alive, still kicking. Despite what the wheel wants to do. How do you feel that they're making a Toy Story 5? I'm gonna see it. I will be seeing it in a few days, or whenever it comes out. I think not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday. They shouldn't have. Just frankly, they should not have made one at all, but I'm not the guy in charge, so that's fine. That's life. That's how it goes. Have I played Tomodachi Life 2? I've not. I've not played Tomodachi Life 1, unfortunately. I know people really like that series, but I've not been able to play that one. Hi, everyone, and good luck. How do you feel about DreamWorks making live-action movies for their other films and not just How to Train Your Dragon? Well, I don't know what other movies they've confirmed. I expect Prince of Egypt will happen at some point, but they've not announced that one yet, so we'll see. It's a slippery slope. The second you announce one, you're gonna announce more, so that's just how it goes, you know? Just how it goes. I think only like 2 of their movies could work in live action. Yeah, most of their movies aren't really about humans, so that does kind of make it a little bit harder. I know, what could work? Boss Baby, technically. That would be horrible in live action, man. Oh my gosh, dude. Please don't do that. Prince of Egypt and Megamind? Oh, Megamind would be horrible. You're right, though. By technicality, yeah, they could do that one. Oh, that's disgusting. Yeah, no thanks. What about live action Shrek? I mean, they already made the musical. So yeah, I think that's a genuine possibility. Not a good one, but I don't think any of those ideas are particularly good. Guys, if I don't get sunflowers, or technically sun shroom with the coffee bean, then I'm dead, man. I'm excited for Spider-Man Brand New Day and The Odyssey. My family are going to go see Supergirl, but I have low expectations for it. Yeah, I hope Supergirl's good. I don't expect it to be. I was one of the freaks that didn't really like Superman that much. I thought it was okay, kind of overrated. But I'm interested to see like where DC goes. I'm much more interested in Clayface. But hopefully Supergirl is good, you know? I want everything to be good. I expect things to be bad, even if they're not going to be. Live action baking guy would be awesome sauce. That would be cool. How long do you plan to stream for? Well, I actually have my video for tomorrow already done, so at least an hour, maybe more. Usually I stream till midnight, but I started a little earlier tonight, so there's a chance that I don't. We will see. It also depends on how much I can get out of this stream idea. I had it a few days ago, and it was just like, I gotta try it, okay? I gotta see how it goes. Superman is thumbs up. Yeah, it was okay, okay? It was not that bad. It was not that bad. I feel like people have given it a lot of flack since and been like, no, this movie was horrible. I don't think it was horrible. I just don't think it was as good as it could have been, but that's okay. Michael is the greatest movie of the year, and you cannot argue against it. I think that's entirely possible. It looks pretty okay. Okay, so the wheel is going to have to choose again. You know what? That's doable depending on what they give me. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I thought Project Hail Mary was the best movie of the year so far, but it was... Project Hail Mary was not a 10 out of 10. If Michael's a 10 out of 10, then yeah, that's best movie of the year. Oof. Okay, I need coffee bean. Woo! You collect Pokemon cards. Dude, I used to collect Pokemon cards. Like, as a kid, I collected tons of those. You're useless, bro. What the heck? I had a good amount of Pokemon cards as a kid. I never got into the game. I just wanted to, like, collect and have the cool ones, because they were cool pieces of paper. Why is there a Pogo Zombie? Are you not playing an event? This is useless. No, I'm not playing Adventure Mode. I'm playing, Survival Hard. So the zombies are randomized, and then I'm randomizing my plants, too. So it's all up to the wheel. Wheel of morality, turn and turn. Okay, good news. Good news. He's kind of good. When will you face reveal? Hopefully never. I would really like to never do that. There's no reason for you guys to see my face. Bacon Guy is the channel. That's bad. I keep getting... Guys, I can only use one of these plants. This is horrible. Maybe I need to remove the buyable plants from the wheel. That might make life a little easier. Michael got like a 4 out of 10 on Rotten Tomatoes. I got the sunflower! Oh my gosh. Okay, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. We can get money this time. Dude, okay. Have I seen Klaus? I have seen Klaus. Another useless planet, okay. I thought it was fine, okay? I didn't think it was like a 10 out of 10 movie, but I did like it. Okay, I get 2 more. It is not looking good right now. Right now I have nothing to help me. Other than Sunflower, which is good, but nothing to buy with it. I don't think that can hurt Pogo Zombies, though. I might be cooked. This might be horrible. I've always wondered, what denomination are you? I'm a Baptist. I think I've mentioned that before, but... Okay, wait! Okay, we're set. This is beautiful. Alright. Yeah, I'm a Baptist. I don't talk about denominations and stuff that much, just because, at the end of the day, I think what matters most is that we're all on the same page about the important stuff, which I did make a video about on the second channel. But, yeah, Baptist. Oh, I can do Twin Sunflower! Ooh, okay. So this is good news. This is very good news. I get you. You're useless. You're useless. Did I have any other Bible? Yeah, Wintermelon. All useless, that's okay. You're also useless. Spikeweed? Not useless, but not optimal. And then Pumpkin. Alrighty. Not a great setup, but you know what? We got this. This is doable now. Chomper plus Walnut is great. Exactly. As long as we have that, we can win. This is all we need. What happens if Boss Baby live action? I think the world ends. Nobody's told me what officially happens, but that's my guess, and it's not good. Yeah, okay, they're gonna be sending a lot more zombies this time. And I just realized I can't build any firing plants. The only firing plants I can build are the ones that I already have. Oh no! Okay. That's fine. I have a wall. So we'll see. When am I gonna upload on the second channel again? I hope to upload something before the end of summer. I've been working on a few different things. Sorry that nothing is out yet. Like I feel like I should have had multiple things planned when I built that channel, and instead I've just kind of like, I don't know, not put anything out very fast. So I don't know. Thank you guys so much for your patience. I hope to have something out soon. I'm so sorry there's not been anything recently. Spikeweed is not a bad idea, actually. We'll get Sun Producers up and going first, but I think this is not the worst plan I've ever seen. If you have time, Chomper with Walnut, and then Spikeweed's in front of those walnuts, good build. You are entirely correct, actually. That is now the plan. Maybe not these walnuts. I might need to build a second wall, because these walnuts are not super far in the front. But yes, that is a good plan. What's your second channel called? It's called The Diet of Worms. There are 2 videos. There are 2 videos. There will be more at some point. But right now there's 2 videos, and I apologize that there's not more. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna build a wall. We're gonna build a wall. That's not the worst idea I've ever had. Universe implodes if Boss Baby live action. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how that goes. Wouldn't be good, I can tell you that much. Do you watch basketball? I do not. Unfortunately, I do not. I watch football. Like, NFL football, so not like the, the fake version of football that is actually known by the name soccer. I'm an American. The World Cup's going on right now. Go America, I guess. I don't watch soccer. I'm American. Okay. That's a lot of cone heads right there. That's fine. That's fine. We're slowly building up the defense. We got this. What's your favorite comic book movie? I think it would have to be The Dark Knight. I've mentioned that one before, but it is just the best one. It's a 10 out of 10 movie. Although, I've mentioned that as my favorite movie before, and it's still great, okay? It's still a fantastic film. But I think a better movie is The Prestige. I just like that movie better at this point. Which is crazy, because The Dark Knight has always been my favorite film, but no, I think The Prestige finally took it. So, I think the bad news is they could send a lot of guys at me, and I'm not exactly prepared. The other bad news is they just got through, and that's fine. That's fine. Oh. Not great. That's fine. Okay. We got a few walls, we got a few chompers. And then I can add chompers where they're needed. This is doable. This is doable. I need to petition for Bacon Guy to watch Newsies. Yeah, I've not seen Newsies. I don't even know what that is. Is that like a musical or something? Probably. Probably. Almost everything that people want me to watch is a musical, so I'll just assume it's a musical and maybe I'll be right. Have I seen Secret Life of Walter Mindy? I don't know what that is, so no, I apologize. Okay, so just in case the pogos come through, that will help. Alright, will you ever try Geometry Dash? I've never played Geometry Dash, like in my life, period. So that might be interesting someday, but can't promise. Okay. There you go. Wait, they don't... What? I think we are cooked. Oh my gosh, Why does that not kill them? Genuinely though, why does that not kill them? That chopper should one-shot everything. Yeah, no, we're cooked. It's over, chat. This is horrible. Oh man. Okay, we'll pull a Shakira, we'll try everything, but this is not good. This is very not good. He's getting through. Oh well. Oh well. We're here for it. Am I gonna see the Amazing Digital Circus movie? No, I am not, unfortunately. I will probably watch it when it comes out on YouTube, but as far as seeing the movie, no. It does not interest me that much. Okay, that should handle him. That should handle him. Dude, we're so cooked whatever the next zombies show up. That wasn't even a sentence. These zombies have scrambled me. I don't know what's going on anymore. Stop copying Dano. That's fair. That's fair. I am a bit of a Dano clone, unfortunately. But Dano's also peak, so if I gotta be a clone of someone, that's not the worst person to clone. Have I seen the Adventures of Clutch Powers? Yes, actually I have. That is a core childhood memory right there, sir. Okay, there you go. I think we can survive this flag at least. We're down a mower though, that's not good. Am I gonna watch Masters of the Universe? I might actually. I was not planning on doing so, but then I was talking with my family and I was just like, hey, I kinda wanna see a movie. Are there any movies you guys wanna watch? And part of me wanted to watch Disclosure Day, because I've heard Spielberg said something dumb, or he was just like, this is gonna make Christians question their faith. And I was just like, that might be an interesting thing to make a video on. But my family was just like, Disclosure Day looks boring as heck. How about we go watch the stupid Masters of the Universe movie instead? So I might be seeing that one. We'll see. We'll see. Do Pogo Zombies not fill Chompers' mouths? Yeah, apparently not. I had thought they did. I thought we were fine. The Chompers can apparently eat the Zombonis. But no, they can't. They can't eat one simple Pogo Zombie. That's not great. I just watched it and it was so good. That's good to hear. It looks really dumb. But that doesn't mean it'll be bad, you know? Maybe it'll actually be incredible. 38 watching now. Okay. Depending on the amount they send, this is not the worst. But let's see what they give me. Wheel of Morality, turn and turn. Half of the stuff they give me is useless, so I'm just stuck with the useless stuff. That's okay. Are you excited for America 250? I think I am, depending. I heard so much stuff, like everyone's gonna be doing all this crazy stuff, and then I don't know what exactly is being done. Like the only headlines I see are like, this person canceled on a concert, this person canceled on doing this. These states aren't doing this. So I know of a lot of people not doing stuff, but I don't know what stuff is being done. But as far as like 250 America, yeah, America, man, let's celebrate. It's about darn time. Okay, so 2 plants I cannot use yet. We'll see. Chomper works very weirdly. Yeah, it does work. If I have 2 of them, it can pretty much take out a Pogo. But that's not at all how that should be working, unfortunately. Okay, Pumpkin's not bad. Another Sun Producer would be nice, but I think 1 row of Twin Sunflowers should be enough. They announced a Lego Friends movie. Ooh, okay, Garlic. Depending on what else they give me, Garlic could be clutch. We'll see. Lego Friends in 2026. Interesting. I mean, just because they make a Lego movie doesn't mean it'll be related to... Ooh, not bad. The Lego movie series, which was absolute peak. But, I mean, that could be okay, depending on how they do it. I'd want to see what the concept is before I say that would be, like, fantastic. Okay. This gives us access to Magnet Shroom. That's kind of clutch. And we have a wall. Okay. So far, I can use every plant they gave me. This is beautiful. Let me see. Will you watch the Moana remake? Probably. Unfortunately, I probably will watch that. We'll see. Maybe I'll say no, but like, it is a Disney movie in theaters. Dude, the new trailer just came out. It looks so bad. Like, I knew it wasn't gonna look good, but it looks so much worse than I expected. Okay, double our firepower. That's beautiful. Umbrella Leaf would not be a bad option, actually. Scaredy Shroom. That's not the worst, you know? That's not the worst. Let me see. Let's not talk about Moana live action. Yeah, that'd be nice. Okay, clutch. Nice. And 1 more. We'll go full power. Let's see what we got. Do you play Fortnite? Yes, actually I do. Me and my friends have a... Okay, this is clutch. Beautiful. Me and my friends have a Fortnite group that we play with every Friday night. That's why a lot of the time there's not a video on Saturday, because I spend Friday night playing with my friends instead of like working on YouTube, so sorry about that. But yeah, I play Fortnite. They just added Digital Circus, which is kind of odd, but hey, whatever makes them money, I guess. Alright, so Scaredy, Hypno, Magnet, Pumpkin, Garlic, and Corn. I believe that's everyone? Okay, this is doable. And the Spikeweeds are going to deal with this guy for now, at least. Depending on the amount of firepower I got going, I might be able to deal with him too. Oh, I got magnets. Okay, I think we might be fine, depending on how many they send. So let's find out. I watched The Prestige. It's amazing. Thank you. Dude, that movie is the greatest movie ever made, and I will die on that hill. Okay, this is doable. Alrighty. Yeah, no, The Prestige is so good, man. I went on a car ride, like a really long car ride not too long ago, and I decided that I was gonna spend it watching every single Christopher Nolan movie. And I did. And it was actually a really good time. I didn't end up watching all of them. I still haven't seen Oppenheimer. I need to watch that one. But as far as the other ones, I watched Interstellar, which was fine. People say that's like his greatest movie ever. I think it's kind of overrated. It's not bad, okay? Interstellar's not a bad movie. There's a lot of cool stuff about it. But I think he just has other better movies, you know? And then, I watched The Prestige, absolute peak. I watched The Dark Knight, also peak. Memento, great movie. Very dark. Lots of weird darkness in that one, but also, ooh, beautiful. There's no other movie quite like Memento. It is an absolute ride. Have I seen BFDI? I made a short about BFDI like 2 years ago, but it's been long enough that I would completely understand if nobody's seen that video. I've not really seen BFDI. People talk about it all the time, and they compare my channel to it, which makes sense. Object shows. But no, I've not seen BFDI, unfortunately. Okay. Let me see. Everything about that movie is perfection. Yeah, dude. Dude, again, there's no other movie quite like The Prestige. It is absolutely incredible. Okay, as long as I got a few magnets, we should be fine. I could probably do 3 magnets, maybe? Maybe not, we'll see, we'll see. Have I seen Amphibia? I have not seen Amphibia. Lots of people want me to watch that show. I know my brother watched that show. He said it was decent. Not, like, amazing, but, like, not horrible. Pretty okay. But, no, I've not seen that one. There's a lot of shows people keep telling me that I need to watch that I just, unfortunately, have not been able to yet, so sorry about that. I try to watch as much as I humanly can. I watched the Among Us show. It was so good, but also, why did it come out now? It was good! That's kind of surprising. No offense, but I thought that show would be, like, stupid or, like, a meme or just something dumb. I don't know. But that's interesting that it was good. That's cool. Okay, I desperately need more protection. Yeah, let's do that. Overrated Star Wars movies. Okay, so I'm still working through the Star Wars movies. I need to do something about Rise of Skywalker at some point, but I've not gotten to do that one yet. I need to rewatch that movie. I remember it being incredibly bad. I've been a bit behind on some of the things. I want to finish all the Star Wars movies sometime soonish. And then, it would be nice to watch some of the other Shrek films. Because I started with Star Wars Episode 7, and then Shrek, and then Star Wars Episode 8. But I need to finish watching Star Wars. People keep wanting me to watch the prequels as well, so I need to watch that at some point. Overrated ones, though. Oh, they're through the walls. Overrated Star Wars movies. Rogue One is not overrated. I just rewatched that one. Fantastic movie. Easily one of the best they've ever made. But what would count as an overrated Star Wars movie? I don't know. Episode 8 isn't exactly overrated. Most people who don't like it really don't like it. Overrated. I don't know. People hate the Clone Wars movie too. Which, I've not really seen that one. Oh my gosh. There you go. One of the problems with this one, because this is not actually the original PVZ 1. This is a version for the Mac that someone was able to put on there. That's bad. I don't have any instant plants. And those zombies are forming a wall, so I could be cooked here. This is relatively bad. Oh, wait, I have Hypnoshroom. You're gonna eat him before... Yep, oh no! Oh, that's bad, bro! Oh no! Okay, they're through. But they're not through in the lanes that matter yet. And he's gonna crush everything. Oh, this is... Yeah, okay. There's nothing I can do to stop him. Okay. Not good in any way, shape, or form. But you know what? We survived that. We are survivors. We're gonna keep going. Rogue One is the best Disney Star Wars movie? Yeah, dude, that movie is fantastic. Oh my goodness. It's insane that it even exists, honestly. Okay, he's getting hurt. Should probably have planted sunflowers way back there, actually. Might work. Would a pumpkin back there help? Oh, this bottom row is dead. Whoa, wait. Pumpkins don't help. Ooh, that's bad. That's bad. Oh, I'm broke, guys. This is horrible. We got 39 people watching, though. Have I seen The Truman Show? Yes, I have. I actually just rewatched The Truman Show not long ago, and it is still absolutely fantastic, man. It is still peak cinema. Okay, this is not exactly good. He's still there. Oh no. This is the round where we die. I have no throwers to deal with this guy. He can go over any of my walls. He can go over anything else, and then he's just a nuisance. He's not actually that bad. That's bad. Okay, I would highly suggest watching Crime 101 or Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. Oh yeah! Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. I haven't seen that one, but I saw the trailer for it, and it looked like at least an interesting concept. I don't think we're going to be able to get all the way through this. But we'll see. I'm not giving up yet. I'm not giving up. I've heard it has some anti-Christian themes. Is that true? Which one? Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die? Oh, this guy's useless. I've not heard that. Maybe it does. Maybe it does. I have no idea. The one movie that I've heard has like weird Christian themes right now is the Spielberg movie. Beautiful. This is helpful. I'll take it. Not anti-Christian, especially, just something Christian related. His new Spielberg Alien movie. So I don't know. I want to watch that one just to... I don't know. I'm curious. I've seen people describe it as boomer propaganda, and most people have said it's pretty bad. Some people like it, but not a lot. So I'm very interested in seeing how good it is. I might not have the chance to see it, though. We'll see, because I usually only watch movies Tuesdays, and I'm watching Masters of the Universe maybe this Tuesday, and Toy Story 5 next Tuesday, so there's a chance that I don't get to see it at all. Why is your other channel called Diet of Worms? Well, interesting that you might ask that. It's based off, I believe it was the council that Martin Luther was summoned to when they were trying to condemn him as a heretic. The Diet of Worms Council. Oh, okay, we got a super chat. $5 from True Afton here. Oh, okay, I see the FNAF reference. Mount Rushmore, greatest villains of all time. Who you got up there? Ooh, that's interesting. I think Voldemort. He's a great villain. Very well-written backstory and stuff. Okay, Blover's useless. GLaDOS from Portal and Portal 2. Absolutely fantastic. Darth Vader. Darth Vader's pretty great. Actually, rewatching Darth Vader's fantastic. I love him. Squash. That's useful. Nice. We're not surviving this flag, but that's okay. That's okay. Mount Rushmore of villains. Who else is up there? Okay, one guy that I really like, which this is gonna be kind of a deep cut. Not many people know who this is, but the Edge Chronicles book series, which is one of the greatest book series ever made. Nobody reads it. It's out of print at this point, but there's this guy called Orbix Zaxxas. Fantastic guy. Absolutely horrifying villain. Last plant, let's see what we get. Best villains. Oh, Dark Knight Joker. I should have had that one ready from the beginning. I think those are all pretty good. I don't know if that would be like my definitive, these are the best villains ever, but all pretty good. And then as far as Disney goes, you have a lot of great villains there. You got Ursula, she's fantastic. Hades is great. I see Thanos, Bowser, GLaDOS, yeah, great. Count Olaf, based. Darth Vader, Heath Ledger, yeah, okay. You guys know what's up. Y'all have some pretty good taste out there. Okay, so... Wait, I get Spikeweed and Spike Rock. That's interesting. Not bad. Okay, I get you. You, unfortunately, no walls this time, so I believe I'm in a really bad spot. I get you. No night plants? I get you. Who else was there? Oh, yeah, Twin Sunflower and Wintermelon. I can make some of my other sunflowers Twin Sunflowers. But yeah, this is not a great line. I do have a wall. Okay. Not good. But you know what? Rebellions are built on hope. We're here for whatever happens. I saw a video matching up Ninjago and Disney princesses and it made me think of you the whole time. Dude, thank you so much. That's actually amazing. Yeah, I'm kind of the Disney princess guy at this point, which I find really funny. I never would have expected that would be the direction my channel would go, you know? But that's one of my best bits of YouTube advice. Figure out what you like doing, and then also what people like watching, and whenever the Venn diagram intersects, those are the kinds of videos I would suggest making. Okay, so I desperately need walls. Yeah, you're not great, but we got walls for that. Okay, I can get rid of you guys. You guys are a problem. But if I get rid of you, what happens now? Nothing good, I can tell you that much. Okay, let's see. Have you seen Oblivion 2013? I believe that's the Tom Cruise movie? Yes, I have. I remember it being really, really weird. Like, not bad, but not particularly great either. Just, like, weird, you know? Okay, that's not good. Oh, yeah, wait, I have... That'll be clutch, actually. That's beautiful. Okay, you need to be dealing with people at once. Nice. Have you heard of Omori? Is that the game where you're a wolf? And there's, like, paint involved? I believe I have heard of it. I could not tell you any more about it than I just did. But I believe I have heard of it, yes. Wrong way, buddy. What are you doing? Okay. Not an optimal setup, but you know what? I've had worse. And I have a bunch of sunflowers. So this is okay, you know? This is okay. You guys are not okay. So I'm gonna get rid of you. Alright, let's see. Thoughts on Scientology? I'll be real, I don't really know much of what it is. It's a religion that I do not ascribe to, and I do not believe is true, I can tell you that much. But as far as, like, my thoughts on the religion, all I know is apparently Tom Cruise considers himself a Scientologist, and South Park did an episode on it, which I don't really watch much of South Park, or any of South Park, so... Yeah, that's about all I know. I know it's supposed to be a cult. That's about all I know. Yeah, there you go. Okay, this is about to get really bad really fast. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe they come in clutch. The spike rocks are definitely more helpful than I thought they would be. Okami is Capcom. Oh, Okami! So I don't know what Omari is then. Okay. But I was thinking of Okami. So what I was thinking of does exist. That at least does help. Sometimes I think of things and it's like that's not even real. So what are we talking about, man? Okay, let's see. So far this is not the worst setup I've ever had. These will actually be super helpful for later on. What killed me last time I tried this challenge by myself was the Zombonis. So if those guys come, I might not be as cooked as I would be otherwise. I still won't be in a great position though. That's just life. You gotta deal with it sometimes. We got 42 people watching? That's actually more than I expected. Dude, that's amazing. Thank you guys for watching. Genuinely. Are you watching the World Cup? No, I am not. My joke for why I don't watch the World Cup is because I'm an American, and us Americans don't watch soccer. I watch football. Which, I know, if you're international, and a lot of you guys are, which is really cool, if you're international, then football for you is soccer. But for me, I'm an American. It's just soccer. No, I watch NFL football. That's about as sporty as I get. I don't play sports either. I'm actually incredibly inept when it comes to sports. Have I watched the Cuphead show? I have not. I have not. I don't know much about it. People like it, from what I've heard, but I really don't know much more about it than that. Okay, that is not good, but hopefully the magnets will do their job in a moment. Messi or Ronaldo? You're speaking sports terms. Lamar Jackson's a great quarterback. I don't know. I know who Messi and Ronaldo are, because, like, they appear in thumbnails with Mr. Beast. I don't even watch Mr. Beast that much. I just know they're, like, on that level where Mr. Beast wants them in a video. They're that famous. So I don't really know much about them other than that. I apologize. We have a great sun production going on here, actually. This is great. But I have no idea. I'm guessing that's like a LeBron James versus, what's his face? Michael Jordan question? I have no idea. They're probably both really good. Breaking Bad and Avatar: The Last Airbender are the only perfect shows. One show that I would throw onto there, which I would not say is perfect, but ended well, which very few shows ever end well. Like, I think The Boys just ended, people hated that. Stranger Things just ended, people hated that. One of the very few shows I've seen that did end well was The Clone Wars, and so I would not call that a perfect show by any means, but, like, it's pretty good, you know? It is really good. Who's the most famous person you've met? Because I've met Kim Han once, and I bet you know who he is. Yes, I actually do. Oh gosh, there's balloon zombies. Whoa. Okay, I mean, Gargantuar's bad too. And then he's bad. And then he's bad. We should be cooked. If we are not cooked, I don't know what to tell you. Most famous person I've ever met, though. Let me think about that first. I've not met a lot of famous people. I had a friend, and I'm not going to tell you how he met this man, but I have a friend who was in the same elevator as Steven Spielberg. That's a story I'm not going to get into, but that did happen. So that's not me, but that is a person I know who met someone famous. Who have I met that's famous? I don't know. There was one time where we were seeing a tour of some museum. I can't even tell you what the museum was. I don't remember that, but I do remember that the tour guide looked exactly like Joe Biden. He was not Joe Biden, obviously. I think Biden was actually president at that time, but he looked like Joe Biden. So I always joke to people that I got a tour to some random museum I don't even remember by Joe Biden. So, I don't know. That doesn't answer your question, but I don't think I have an answer. Oh my goodness, Clone Wars is absolute cinema. You need to watch Maul Shadow Lord if you like Clone Wars. Another thing, yeah, I do need to watch that. Again, it's a time thing. I've not even gotten around to watching Rise of Skywalker, and like I've been trying to get those Star Wars videos out in a decent time frame, so that tells you how good I am with my time management. Okay, so the bad news is, if we don't get this guy, or preferably this guy, I'm cooked, because Balloon Zombie can just go over the entire lawn, and I have no defense against him. And even if we do get those guys, I may still be cooked. Because this guy's bad. This guy's pretty bad. He's worse than Endless, but I believe he'd be pretty horrible here. And this guy's really bad. And everyone else just exists. Like, you exist. We'll think about you later. Do you think Christian parents will complain about Minions and Monsters? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what would be in that one that would be weird, you know? Just the fact that it has monsters in it, or that they're summoning monsters? I don't know. Maybe they get mad about that, but like I haven't seen anything about that movie that makes me think, oh, it's evil. It just looks stupid. It's a Minions movie. Those are always bad. The original Despicable Me and Despicable Me 2 were fine. I liked 2 better than 1. But I would not say that I'm a huge fan of that series. It's mostly just slop. I'm not a fan. Okay, Dunkin' Donuts or Krispy Kreme? Krispy Kreme every single day. Oh my gosh, it's so good. That's not... Okay, maybe he'll be clutch. We'll see. We'll see. Maul's the best Star Wars content in the last 10 years? It depends. Rogue One did release 10 years ago. But if we're not counting Rogue One, then maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Okay, 3-Peter is a plant. That is a fact. He's a plant. I'm gonna need a lot of insta-kill plants because I don't have much to deal with the Gargantuars otherwise. Okay! Okay! Now I need stuff to go along with this guy, but I might... That's helpful. That's helpful. Hottest MCU take? Endgame's not a good movie. That's a very hot take. People love that film, but it's not that good. It's not that good. It relied too much on fan service rather than an actual story, so... Yeah, not a fan of that one. It's not a bad movie, okay? It's just a bad... it's not even a bad ending, because I feel like the way all the characters end up is pretty decent. Just the movie itself, I think, has a lot of problems that people don't really like talking about because they like the fuzzy memories that they had in the theater. When you divorce that movie from its theater experience, I think it has a lot of flaws. Hypno Shroom, Unless I hypnotize a Jack-in-the-Box zombie, I don't think that's going to be super helpful, but that's okay. Maul is better than Rogue One? Whoa! That's a hot take. Okay. Maul is up there with Rogue One. See, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. That's crazy, though. Better than Rogue One. Wow. Okay. You are a wild, wild person. Not great, Buster. Yeah, well, that'll be good if we get other plants. That's one of the strongest in the game, but you need 5 plants to even activate it. Maul is not better than Rogue One. It is darn good, though. Okay, nice. I need to see that. Will you ever consider watching a series of unfortunate events? I've seen the movie? And I think I started the Netflix show, but I didn't get very far into it, unfortunately. But That's just how it goes sometimes. What do you think about Battle for Dream Island? I've not seen it. I know it exists. I've not seen it. Maul is better than Rogue One. Wow! Okay. Yeah, okay. That's genuinely crazy. If that's true. I did see the first episode of Maul Shadowlord, actually. My dad was watching it, and I walked in on that, and we watched that for a minute or two, and it looks fun. Okay, I think I have to spin to see what Imitator is as well. I can't just pick whatever I want. That kind of ruins the challenge. So we get 2 more spins. And I did like the first episode. The art style was what really stuck out to me, because it is still Clone Wars, but it's like super cool Clone Wars, you know? They did some really cool stuff to it. But that's okay. That might actually be really useful. Alright, I get one more spin just to see what this guy ends up being. If I still have that plant, that might be useful. What do you think of Pokemon, and what is your favorite Pokemon? I think Pokemon as a series is okay. I think it's kind of overrated just because it is one of the top series in the world. But, like, I understand why it is. It is pretty cool, and you're useless. Remember what I said? I have one way to deal with balloon zombies. Bro, I can only kill them with this. That's bad, man. Okay, okay, we'll see how it goes. But that's not good. That's not good. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, what's your favorite Pokemon? I love Spheal. Spheal is the best Pokemon that has ever existed, and I will die on that hill. Do I still have these guys? Yes, I do. Okay, that's good. Spheal's the greatest Pokemon in existence. Again, I'll die on that hill. Let me see. Coffee Bean. I get you, even though you're useless. I get you, I get you. Do I get garlic, pumpkin, sea shroom? Garlic, pumpkin, and you get to be sea shroom because I re-rolled. And then there was one more. What was it? Scaredy shroom, I believe. Nope, I already got Scaredy shroom. Gloom. Oh, 3-peater. Okay. Yeah, we're cooked. We are absolutely cooked. Let's do this. You haven't chose... Yeah, I am sure. Unfortunately, I'm sure. Are you excited for the Odyssey? I was excited, but I'm really skeptical now. Yeah, I'm also very skeptical. I was skeptical from the beginning just because I thought it looks like Dune. Like, that kind of film, and I'm not a fan of Dune. Like, people love the Dune movies, but I don't know. I find it fine. It's not all that, you know? And so, I expect this will be fine. The Odyssey. Now, it's got a lot of controversy around it now, which I find really interesting. Nolan never has controversy, as far as I know. With, like, I know they did race swapping, which, this is weird. I'm usually, like, the most anti-race swap person there is. I was not as mad with the race swaps in this movie as I usually am, so, I don't know, take that to mean whatever you want. But, I think, I don't know, you had that, you've got Travis Scott, who's in the movie for some reason. People also think the dialogue looks weird. I don't know. I think a lot of Nolan's stuff is kind of overrated, and I expect this will be similar. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It could be the greatest movie ever made. Let me rephrase that. I think a lot of Nolan's stuff since... What, Inception? Inception was good, but I think most of the stuff we've had after that was not as good. Like, I did not like Dunkirk. I thought Dunkirk was pretty mid. But we'll see. I'm interested in seeing how it goes. Okay, I can get rid of you, and I can put you in there. I might make a short. I was gonna make a short on the Odyssey, but then, like, everybody else was putting out videos about the Odyssey, and I had nothing new to say, so I was just like, I can skip it. Okay. I don't need coins as much, thankfully. The good news is I have a lot of sun, so if they destroy all my sun plants, that's fine. The bad news is I have no plants to deal with any of the bad guys coming, so... Yeah, we're cooked. Oh yeah, Elliot Page as Achilles. Yeah, dude, if they do that, yeah, the movie's cooked. I can only defend one lane. This is. What do I do? Get rid of you? Well, if they send a single extra balloon zombie in that row, there's no winning. It's over. And then the Gargantuars are just gonna finish me off too. Oh man. Is Tenet good? I've heard mixed things about it. I thought Tenet was really bad. I thought it was really bad, just overly stupid, kind of pretentious. That doesn't mean for sure that it's the worst movie ever made or anything. I didn't think it was very good though. Okay. Okay, they're coming on the rows with lawnmowers. That's the good news. That's the good news. Tenet is okay. Pretty weird, though. Yeah. Yeah, it does look weird. I actually watched that one with my grandfather. He said it was really stupid. And, like, I don't watch movies with him much. So the fact that he watched that movie out of all movies with me was... I thought it was really funny. I don't see the balloon zombie. Oh, there he is. Well, the good news is that's the row with the Gargantuar. We have no lawnmowers, and that balloon zombie is gonna kill me. I have no way to deal with him. I can hypnotize someone for fun, I guess. Yeah, this is not gonna load back in time. That's disappointing, man. What a way to go out. I've never made it past that flag, you know? I always get 9 flags completed in this challenge, and then it's just over. I never have the right stuff. But that's okay. Hot take, Aquaman 2 was not that bad. Yeah, that's a hot take. That's one of the worst movies ever made. That's okay, though. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I think I got enough time for one more run. Let's see. Let's see. Now, it all depends on if they give me a sun-producing plant at the very beginning, but we'll see. When should we expect more Diet of Worms content? I hope to have a video or multiple out before the end of summer. We'll see. Hopefully I'll have something by then. Starting off strong. Have I watched the Playmobil movie? No, but I saw the Daz Reviews video, and I saw that he absolutely hated it. It looks really bad. Maybe it's not. It looks it, though. It just looks so stupid. What do you think of Invincible? I'm addicted to it. I've not seen Invincible. I know nothing about it. I see memes for it all the time, like people referencing it and saying, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing." But I've not seen it, unfortunately. Hot take, Emoji Movie wasn't that bad. That is another hot take. Emoji Movie's pretty horrible. Pretty awful. Have I seen Sheep Detectives? I've not. I have not seen that movie. A lot of people were telling me to, but I've not seen it. Yeah, unless these spins get better, we're cooked. Any updates on the next long-form video? Yes and no. No. Oh! Okay, we're fine. We're saved. No, as in, I can't promise it'll be out anytime soon. Because it's extremely long. But yes, as in, I can tell you a tiny bit about what it is. So, it's a giant Disney retrospective. Okay, so I have to spin at the end. Okay, that's fine. It's a really big retrospective going over a large amount of Disney movies in a format that I've not seen anybody else do. And that's kind of my best advice to people who do YouTube. Okay, cactus. That's actually useful. My best advice is to just find a place that nobody else is doing anything and do something there if you like it. Like, for example, for Bacon Guy, I decided I was going to do a daily shorts channel with an animated character. Because most people who were doing it had, like, the talking heads, but they weren't doing daily shorts with cartoons. And so this is a giant Disney retrospective from an angle I've not seen anybody else do a video. It would easily be the biggest project I've ever done. It is nowhere near done, so it won't be out anytime soon. And I do apologize for that. But I think it's really cool so far. I think it's really cool. Hopefully it comes out as well as it looks like it might, you know? But we'll see. We will see. Dazruz hates everything, though. Yeah, you're kind of right. He does hate everything. Sunflower bad at carry? You're right, but also we have all 3 thrower plants. That's kind of crazy. No walls. Interesting. Okay. We have a sunflower and we have attacking plants though. 1 instant that I can't use. And then this is a spin to see what this guy is. Sun Shroom. Useless, but okay. So we'll just select Sun Shroom first. Gravebuster, who's useless. Hypno, who's useless. You're pretty okay. Throw, throw, throw. Cactus, which I need one of those on every lane just in case they send the bad guys. The balloons. And then I had Umbrella. Yeah, okay. Half of these plants are useless. Not you. Although you're the exact same use as this guy. We got a sunflower. We're okay. Do you have a Discord server and are you planning on making one? No and no. That's just the kind of thing I don't care to upkeep, you know, and that's the kind of thing that would take time and energy to, I don't know, keep up, make sure it's doing well. I don't really care for that kind of thing. If I'm going to spend time on the channel, I want to spend it on something artistic, like making a video. Okay, so the bad news is I don't have a good starter killer plant like I did last time, so I'm just going to have to start planting cabbage pults. That's okay. That's not the worst. I miss Angry Birds, Space, Star Wars, and Go. Yeah, they absolutely fumbled the ball on, like, pretty much everything. They absolutely fumbled the ball on pretty much everything. Okay, hello. Have I watched Enola Holmes? I watched the first one, and I thought it was pretty okay. Like, not life-changing, not amazing, not 10 out of 10, but, like, it was a movie. I watched it, and it was fine. I watched the second one, and I thought it was really bad. Like, I remember it was okay, and then it took, like, a hard right turn into, like, feminism and stuff. And I'm not saying exactly, like, that's a bad theme for a movie. It was just, it felt like it was out of nowhere, and then that was the rest of the movie. But the first movie was also kind of feministic, and I remember it was at least, like, entertaining about it. Whereas the second one was just like, we have this message, and we're gonna beat you over the head with it now. And I don't know, I didn't think it was as good. I heard they're making a third one. Hopefully that one's good. I have no idea. Millie Bobby Brown, I feel like her soul is owned by Netflix at this point, which is kind of depressing, but at the same time also kind of funny. Hi, Bacon Guy. Hello, Ragatha, the real one. Hello. Oh, the real Ragatha. That's funny. Again, I've not seen the end. I hope it's decent. Do you still post on Instagram? No, actually, I've not posted on Instagram in a very long time. That's mostly because the videos over there weren't doing that well. Like, not really well enough to justify continuing to post all the time. But that was an interesting platform. I'm not against posting on Instagram, but it's not all... I don't know. It's not something I care enough that I feel like I need to post on all the time, if that makes sense. Okay, I might not get another chance at Cactus, so I need to make sure I have Cactus up and running. Because the balloons were what did me in last time, even though everything else would have done me in too. How disrespectful do you think is the Disney Lilo and Stitch remake? Okay, you guys wanted hot takes. I didn't hate that movie. And I think it's only because I didn't grow up with Lilo and Stitch, and so I was not as personally offended as most people were with how horrible the live-action remake was. I actually watched both of them for the first time in the same week, and they are very different movies with different endings and different morals, but I thought they were both good as different movies. Like, if you're watching the remake expecting it to be the same movie, then yeah, you're going to be disappointed. It was really bad. And I think there is a good argument for the fact that the remake should be the same movie, or that it shouldn't. I've heard both arguments. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. And I didn't hate the ending. People absolutely hate the ending where, like, she gives up Lilo and goes away. As for that movie, I thought it fit. Had it been the cartoon version, I don't think it would have fit for that character to make that choice. But for that movie, the remake, I thought it worked. I did not hate it. I thought it was a good movie, even if it was a bad remake. So, I don't know. Hi, I just want to see if you pronounce my tag right. Let me see. Devanisa? Yeah, no, I butchered that. Okay, that's bad. That's bad. I have... wait, yeah, I can just block him with corn. Not optimal, but it'll work. It'll work. Would you consider playing a Roblox game in a live stream? No, I would not. I would not. I don't play Roblox. I'm boring like that. I know that's the game that, like, Gen Alpha absolutely loves. And maybe it's good. I play Fortnite, which is basically the same thing at this point. This is not particularly good. Oh, and now there's two of them. Okay, that's one way to deal with him. Yeah, sunflowers do go in the back. That's entirely true. Except last game, which was weird. I would have placed them in the back had I gotten them sooner, but I just did what I could with what I had, essentially. Best mummy movie in the animated series counts. I've not seen the animated series. As far as best mummy... Oh my gosh, they're putting two in the row. They're evil. This is disgusting. As far as the best mummy movie, I thought Mummy... I only liked the first one. I didn't really think the others were that great. I tried number 2 and I couldn't get into it. It actually... People kept saying number 2 was better or as good as the first. I didn't think it was. I thought it was really bad. But again, I have weird taste in movies, so maybe it's fantastic. Yeah, we're cooked. This is really bad. If he eats that one, I'm dead. So I just gotta stall. No, this is really bad. Because if they eat this guy, then that is a bad way to go. Will I watch the Cat in the Hat movie and have I seen the trailer? Yes, I have! And I may or may not have a video about the trailer coming out tomorrow. Which is why I'm doing this short. I usually don't make a short like this, or a stream like this, if I still have to make a short tomorrow. But I've already made tomorrow's short, so there you go. Do your brothers have similar movie taste to you? I think so. I think so. Generally, if we think a movie's really good, then most of us agree. But a lot of the time, one of us will say one movie's a lot better than another. That's a lot of sun. Alright. Do you think K-pop Demon Hunters 2 should include more Christian themes? Because most read the title and think it's demonic. I mean, a lot of people say that K-pop Demon Hunters 1 is a Christian movie. I find that a very interesting interpretation. And he's back. I knew he would be. I definitely wouldn't call it a Christian movie, but I think a lot of movies do have Christian themes in them, if that makes any sense. Should it be more Christian? I don't know. I think they should do whatever they want. They're taking their time. I think I'm so interested to see if the sequel is good. If they announce the sequel is coming super fast, I would expect it to be bad, but since they're taking their time with it, maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be good. How many brothers do you have? I have 3 brothers. And that's all the info you get about them, unfortunately. Cob cannon could be good. I should have put my corn cob things together. That would have helped. I wasn't preparing for corn cob cannon, unfortunately. What's your view on musicals? I've seen some. Some are pretty okay. I thought Hamilton was fine. Overall, though, I'm not as into musicals as most people are, unfortunately. They say K-pop Demon Hunters 2 won't be finished until 2029. You are correct, and I'm kind of okay with that. I want them to take their time with that movie, dang it. What's your favorite Christian movie? I actually don't watch a lot of Christian movies just because I'm obviously a Christian, as you guys know. I've made that abundantly clear on the channel. I don't watch a lot of Christian movies because, unfortunately, most Christians are not great at making movies. Which stinks. I want good Christian movies, but most of them are not that good. David, last year, was really good. That was a very, very good movie. As far as Christian movies go, that's easily the best I've ever seen. And as far as just movies go, I thought it was a decent watch, even if you're not a Christian. Which, like, most of the time you watch a Christian movie because you're a Christian. And that's, like, I don't know, a requirement, I guess. You're not going to see people who... You're not going to recommend a Christian movie to someone who's not a Christian unless you're hoping it's going to lead to their salvation. Whereas, David was actually a really good movie. Like, just incredibly well made. Oh my gosh. Fantastic film. Yo, should I spring trap your enemies? I mean, hey, probably not. Probably not. Let's be nice. I'm not gonna ask that for that. VeggieTales is the best Christian media? Yeah, I can't disagree. What about the VeggieTales movie? I didn't think the movie was that good. The Jonah movie, it was not great. It could have been better. But as far as just VeggieTales go, yeah, I think VeggieTales on average is the best Christian media. David was a good movie though. Don't get me wrong. Prince of Egypt is goated. Okay, I think Prince of Egypt is really interesting because that one's kind of on the line. It is a Bible movie. It wasn't made by Christians, but I don't know. I'm not against calling that one a Christian movie. It's not a Christian movie in the same way that a lot of other Christian movies are Christian movies, if that makes any sense. Have you watched The Fairly Odd Parents? Do you count Prince of Egypt as a Christian movie? I don't know. Ooh, okay, beautiful. I've not seen The Fairly Odd Parents, unfortunately. I have not. What happens if you swear accidentally on stream? I don't swear. Like, just as a rule of thumb, Beautiful, beautiful. I have to use that as imitator, though. I don't swear, so you will not be seeing that happen, and if that does happen, then the world has ended, I guess. Okay, I remember I get you. Who else do I get? I get Gloom, and then the Cobb. Beautiful. Spike Rock. And did I grab you? Yes, I did. Who else? I got Sunflower. Oh, Gravebuster. Okay, boring. He's gonna be a bit of a problem, but I have an Instaplant, so not the worst problem. Oh, see, the problem, though, is... Ooh, what do I do? Because I don't want to get rid of the cactuses. I might just put a corncob cannon right there, which is a horrible idea, because they could just easily eat it. But also having one corncob cannon, I might be able to defend it. We'll see it. We'll see it. Have I seen the Backrooms? I've not seen the Backrooms yet. I'll probably be watching that one on streaming. I don't think I'm going to watch that one in theaters, unfortunately. But it looks interesting. I'll give it that. It looks interesting. Okay, I'll use this guy sparingly. Favorite song at the moment? Ooh. I don't know. Okay, so my brother is a lot more into listening to music than I am, and so he's usually the one that finds a lot of good music to listen to. And he's been really into recession pop recently. And so there was one recession pop song that he found, or maybe I found, that was really good. I think it was Rather Be. That song's kind of annoying, like just a little bit. But it's also, I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. Very catchy. Very catchy. Yeah, I need to protect them some way. I can double up on Melon. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, some kind of protection would be good over there. Most underrated MCU movie. That's a good question. Underrated. I feel like most of the good ones get their proper due. So I'm not sure. No, you don't. I'm not sure. Maybe now that I think about it, it may have been smarter to do that. Yeah, and have Melon in the front. Yeah, I think that would work a little better. Underrated. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy is one of the best, but like that movie does get all the proper I don't know. People like that one generally, so that one gets all the respect it deserves, I'll say that much. I don't know about the best one, honestly. Infinity War is better than Endgame, but I wouldn't say Infinity War is underrated. Like, most people seem to really like that movie. I don't know. Have I watched the Planes movies? No, and I have one guy that keeps telling me I have to watch it. So at some point I'll probably see it. I've got one guy that desperately craves it more than life itself. But no, I've not seen it yet, unfortunately. Thanks for getting rid of that for me. Do you plan on watching Avatar: The Last Airbender? What do you think of the movie's leak? I don't plan on seeing that show anytime soon. I've got a lot of other stuff I'm working on, like the super long Disney video. But at some point, I would like to see that. I'm not gonna kill that guy, am I? Yeah, that's not very good. He's gonna die, so we're fine there. But so is that. Yep, it's Jover. Ah, well, I got one corn cup cannon. First Planes is good. Yeah, I assume they're pretty okay movies. Maybe not like 10 out of 10, but still decent, you know? That row is absolutely protected. That's beautiful. Do you watch Ninjago? No, I don't really watch Ninjago. I didn't watch it growing up either. Which is kind of insane. That was the show that like my entire generation grew up on. Not me though. I'm weird. Do you have other hobbies? Is there anything you're more passionate about other than YouTube? I mean, there are other things that I like to do. I like writing. I would love to write a book someday. That's the dream. I wouldn't call it a goal, but as far as dreams go, that's the dream. It would be so cool to get to write a book at some point. But as far as hobbies, most of my free time when I'm not doing other things is spent on YouTube. So I would call YouTube my hobby because it's not really, I don't know. I would call it my hobby more than anything else. It's definitely a Cars ripoff. Yeah, that's what I figured. Ninjago was my favorite as a kid. Yeah, it's most Digger Zombie and Gargantuar. Yeah, we're cooked. Have you seen the Doomsday leak? Okay, there's a billion leaks. There's a billion leaks. I've seen some of them. I don't know what the truth is. We'll see. We'll see. All right, Wheel, decide for us. What are we doing? What are we doing? I guess you do get to write in the form of YouTube, right? Yeah, no, I do get to write for YouTube all the time, which is awesome. And the big video script, it's also fun to write that as well. But as far as, like, the dream, I would love to write a book. A fictional book at some point with a story. Wow! You could have given me anything, and you gave me the pot. Beautiful. But that's the dream. That's the dream. I'd love to do that. Sometimes when I have free time, I plan out different stories that I would write. So I guess I'd call that a hobby. I don't do it often enough that I think it would count as a hobby, but yeah, it's fun. It'd be cool someday. Wow. 2 plants I can't use. Beautiful. Let me see. Alan Menken versus Lin-Manuel Miranda. Alan Menken destroys Lin-Manuel every single day just because he has more good songs, but the best of Lin-Manuel's songs do stand toe-to-toe with Lin-Manuel. No. The best of Lin-Manuel's songs do stand toe-to-toe with Alan Menken. Like, I think How Far I'll Go is easily one of Lin-Manuel's best songs, and then We Don't Talk About Bruno is fantastic. Both of those are worthy of... Okay, interesting. Worthy of Alan Menken. But as far as, like, how often both of them hit, I think Lin-Manuel has a lot more misses than hits, and a lot more easily observable flaws than, interesting, than Alan Menken. But that's just my opinion. You should put out a poll for your channel, see the average age, see if the gun of the day markets towards adults. Yeah, that would be interesting. The gun of the day, it's been long enough that most people don't actually know what that is anymore. Okay, they've given me Sunflower all 3 times, actually. That's crazy, wow. It's not so that kids don't watch my video, it's so the algorithm doesn't turn my videos into made-for-kids videos, which would remove the comments and stuff. That used to happen a lot, and then one of you guys, one of the commenters, actually suggested putting pictures of guns in, and so the AI robot will see that picture of the gun, and they'll be like, oh, this isn't a kid's video, it's about firearms, and then they don't make my videos kids' videos. So that's what it is. It's a strategy, and it works pretty well. Have you watched Amazing Digital Circus Episode 3? Do you think, as a Christian, it's okay to watch the rest of the show after that? Puffstream, interesting. I mean, I'm not gonna be the arbiter of what you should and shouldn't watch. I think if you're a child, then, like... if you're a child, don't watch things your parents tell you not to. But if you're an adult, ooh, nice. Then you're old enough to make your own poor decisions. That's the line that my mom always uses. I think it's a great line. As far as if it's okay, I believe that's the one where they go into the mansion, and then a few of them go down into the basement, and they get trapped in what the digital circus calls hell for a few moments. Cobb Cannon again, interesting. I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of that scene. I did think it was trying too hard to be edgy. But do I think that's, like, a sin to watch? I don't know. Maybe. Planturn. They're giving me all the useless plants, man. I don't know. I think the Digital Circus as a show is not even... I wouldn't quantify it as a Christian show. They do bleep out the cursing, but, like, there is a lot of cursing in it. And then, I don't know. It's got... That show has a lot of different things in it that I think aren't necessarily Christian. Again, it's not one of my favorite shows, but it's fine. It does things okay. I have watched beyond episode 3, if that helps at all, but I don't know. I did think that scene was a bit weird. Have you visited a Disney park? If so, what is your favorite park / latest visit? Don't know about latest visit, but my favorite parks, I got to visit a lot of the different Florida ones. Star Wars Land is overrated. It's not that great. It's not that great. Okay, so I get you. Nice. Oh, whoa. There you go. Star Wars Land is overrated. What else even exists? I get you. Magic Kingdom, I think, had the most to do. Epcot's kind of boring. Animal Kingdom is pretty okay if you like animals. I get you. You're useless. Yeah, dude, I'm so cooked. And then I already got you. I get you. And last one is Puff Shroom, which will turn you into Puff Shroom. So, I don't know. I've been to some of them. They're pretty okay. But what I've discovered is when it comes to the Disney parks, I kind of prefer the theme parks outside of the Orlando area, if that makes any sense. I've been to a few of the other Orlando parks, and they're fine. I don't know. I've been to other parks in other states, like Kings Island. That one was really, really fun. I enjoyed that one a lot. Me and my family are kind of a theme park family. We've been to a lot of different theme parks around the U.S., and I enjoy the ones that aren't the Disney type, if that makes any sense. Like SeaWorld in Orlando. That one was actually not bad. They're adding more and more roller coasters. It's a pretty okay park. Have you watched Stranger Things? If you have, what is your favorite character? I have seen Stranger Things. Did not end very well, but I think most people already know that. Favorite character? I think Steve Harrington's pretty great. I don't know if he'd be my favorite character, but he's pretty great. Yeah, I don't know. Really, my only other option is to plant some of these guys, unfortunately. That's not gonna help a lot. That's not gonna help a lot at all. But yeah, Steve Harrington's a pretty good character. If you could travel to any time and any place for a week, where would you go? I don't know. Any time and any place. Honestly, I mean, this is a boring Christian answer, but I think it would be really cool to, like, actually meet Jesus in the flesh. You know? Again, boring, basic Christian answer, but that would be really cool. He's kind of the Son of God and stuff, and if he actually walked on the earth at some point, yeah, duh, that would be cool, okay? That would be cool. Boring answer, but yeah, that'd be cool. Most other times and places, though, it's like, you go far enough back, and certain diseases exist that don't exist anymore, you're gonna kill that guy. I don't know, there's a lot of problems with time travel that a lot of people don't really think about or consider. And so you've got like the diseases, you've got just sanitation problems in general. Like a lot of time periods you're not even going to have like a toilet or anything, which you're going to get that if you go back to the age of Jesus as well. But still, if you go back beyond a certain point, it becomes... You wouldn't want to be there very long, I guess, is what I would say. But I don't know. I'd want to meet Jesus. I think that'd be cool. Let me see. I feel like I'm yapping. Bro, I'm yapping. That's all I do. People watch my videos to hear me yap. It's amazing that you guys are still here. What movie is the most disappointed because it got canceled? Canceled movies that I was disappointed in. The only movie off the top of my head that I remember being canceled... Oh, I forgot about the Digger Zombies! Oh, it's over, chat. I mean, I can fend off these guys. But it is over. Oh, man. I mean, there was that Disney movie that got canceled. It was the, what was it? It had to do with Jack and the Beanstalk. That one looked okay. It actually looked kind of mid. So I'm not too sad that that one got canceled. I don't know about one that I am just depressed it got canceled though, you know? I'm saving my instance for when the other guys appear, but I might need to use this here. That's depressing. Oh, yep, there he is. I have no defense against this guy. Other than waiting for my instance to come back, both of which I just used. And there's another guy. Oh, it's so over, man. I didn't even prepare for the digger zombies. How could I? I had nothing. I can technically put something behind him to kill him, but, like, that won't work for very long. And there's a Gargantuar. Oh, yeah, it's over. It's over, man. What would Jesus say to you about time traveling? Yeah, see, that's the thing. He would know. And so, I don't know. I don't know. That's the other thing. It's not possible. But at the same time, that would be my choice. I think that would be cool. Of all the things and places and stuff to do, that'd be cool. Yeah, it's over. It's over. The Popeyes movie. Or Popeye. Not Popeyes, the restaurant. That would be funny, though. Yeah, I've not seen Popeye. Except, no, you're right. That was the one that got canceled. Yeah, that one looked interesting. The art style was cool. I don't know if the movie itself would have been good, but you're right. The art style was pretty cool. Yeah, there's no beating these freaks. Technically, if I can summon the wave. No, okay, it's over. I was trying to legitimize it, but it would be cool. Kings Island is amazing. So many amazing coasters. Yeah, dude, it had so many cool coasters. I love doing that. I also got to visit Dollywood. Dollywood was amazing. Long time ago at this point, I got to visit Holiday World. That one was fine. That one was fine. Maybe not a 10 out of 10 park, but pretty good, you know? Hey, I killed a Gargantuar. You know what? I will take solace in the fact that he's dead. Was that the bite of 87? Yes. Yes, it was. And they are continuing to bite. Imp, move way faster, bro. What are you doing? Unless I get lucky, and they all come on this lane, which is possible, but probably not. Dude, okay, we got another. You guys have given a lot tonight. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I guess my only shot is doing this. Do you watch Unstable MP? It's a Minecraft series that is peak. Better writing than modern MCU. I do not, unfortunately. That was one a lot of people were telling me to watch that I unfortunately just have not seen. So, no, I have not seen that. I apologize. If I fume, I think let's try this. He's not gonna throw that. Okay, okay. Maybe I can stall him for long enough. Thank you for the $5 though, by the way. That is amazing. Can I stall him? Yeah, no, I have not seen that, unfortunately. Busch Gardens, Tampa, and Islands of Adventure. Oh! You know what? I survived the flags. That's the good news. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Oh my gosh. That's fine. Thoughts on the scrapped car cinematic universe that we're going to make movies about trucks, metro, and boats. Yeah, you're right. A bunch of those did get canceled. Yeah, it's over. You know what? I'm just gonna click around randomly, see what it gives me. My eyes are closed, but yeah, okay, that's pretty bad. Let's do it. There's no point. I'm not gonna win. This guy right here could probably. Well, I could just kill him off. Yay. Okay, there you go. I at least kill off that wave. Thoughts on the scrapped things? I might make a short about that at some point, just because I think that would be interesting to talk about. But I think most of the time when a movie's scrapped, it's scrapped for a reason, and it would not have been as good as we would like, which is unfortunate. Okay. I could garlic them. That doesn't help a lot, but that's something. Yeah, no, that doesn't help pretty much at all. But I don't know. Cooked him, bro. What U.S. state has the best flag? I don't know. I think America has a great flag. But as far as state, I don't go looking at state flags that much. That would be a better question for my brother, honestly. He knows, like, all the state flags and stuff. Oh, all of my sun are gone. That was smart. Oh, yeah, these guys are going to do me in. Guess I could take out one or two of them. Wait, no, I can send them all right there. That won't have any bad effects. Let me see. If you want to start watching it, start with the Wimbu video. I feel like I have seen some Wimbu videos. Maybe not a lot of them, but a few of them. Crud. Thoughts on Among Us show? I've not seen it. I've not seen it. I think it's funny that they made it, but no, I've not seen that one, unfortunately. I feel like I can just say that for like 90% of things. I've not seen that, unfortunately. That should probably be my new catchphrase at some point. Yeah, they're gonna get through. Six Flags is not great. By which I mean I've survived Six Flags. I've been to 1 or 2 Six Flags, and they were fine. They were fine, as far as the theme parks go. Do you pirate movies? Okay, actually, not usually. Not usually. I feel like pirating is stealing, even though you've got the statement, if buying is owning, piracy isn't stealing. Yeah, but also it kind of is. You're taking something. They're not losing something, but you are taking something. And so I only pirate movies if it's a film that I already own, and this is a different way of, like, if it's more simple to pirate it than it is to, like, grab the DVD and find a DVD player, then yeah, I will pirate it. But as long as we already own it, if that makes any sense. So, like, there's some times where I'm working on a Disney movie or something, and I will pirate that Disney movie to have it, just so that if I'm going somewhere that does not have the internet and I can't access Disney Plus, or if I don't have the disc on hand or any way to watch it, I own the movie or have access to the movie. I'm just watching it through this other way of watching it, if that makes any sense. But I usually, piracy is, I kind of consider it close to stealing. It's not quite, but it is close to it. And as far as, like, pirating films that are actively in theaters, I do think that's a bad idea. Like, if a movie's in theaters, watch it in theaters. Don't pirate it and watch it at home. That's my idea, though. Never mention sisters. I do not have any sisters. That is true. POV, you time travel, and now you're in the Gospel of John. That would be fascinating, man. Oh my gosh, that would be fascinating. Well, one other problem is that they all speak Aramaic. I wouldn't be able to speak or talk with any of them. So, like, I could see them. And I assume because Jesus is the Son of God, he would be able to talk. But I couldn't. Or the other people wouldn't be able to. So, I don't know. I think that'd be interesting, but I don't know. Maybe commit yourself to watching a week of popular/relevant shows or movies. Almost part of your job. Plus, it'd make you not have to say you haven't seen anything. That's true. I have seen a lot of stuff, and I do watch stuff. But I try to... I don't know. It depends. Right now, I'm trying to watch the Star Wars films again. And then the big Disney video. I worked a lot on Hercules specifically today. That's one little spoiler I'll give. I did a lot of Hercules stuff. So I am doing and watching stuff behind the scenes. It's just not a lot of the big or relevant stuff right now. And then a lot of the time, if you pick one thing, you're not going to be able to watch the other thing. Like, I know Maul came out months before Spider-Man Noir, but had they both come out around the same time, I would not have been able to watch both, because that's a lot of show at once, if that makes any sense, you know? But since they both came out at different times, I technically could have watched both of them, I just haven't. So, that's unfortunate. Do you play Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2? No, I do not. I don't play any of the ones. I don't play any of the Garden Warfare ones. I might at some point. Ever seen Wallace and Gromit? I have... I don't think I have. I think I started the new Netflix one, and I didn't really like it, so I didn't continue it, unfortunately. But no, I've not. Please. Oh, watch Dr. Facilier's death. Yeah, that is a horrifying scene. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Princess and the Frog is a fascinating movie. Because I had never seen it up until recently. That was one that I was not actually allowed to watch as a kid, because the villain... Satan isn't the villain, but the villain does have a lot to do with, like, demons and stuff. And so that wasn't one that I was allowed to watch as a kid. I've watched it now, and, there's a lot about it that I actually do like. I think Dr. Facilier is actually a fantastic villain. I love his villain song. As for like whether Christians should watch it or not, again, I leave that up to you guys. I'm not going to tell you what you should or should not watch. There's certain things that I watch, certain things that I won't watch. But we're trying to find out where he lives based on time zone. Yeah, that's why I don't tell you those kinds of things. You could probably figure out the time zone at least, but I don't tell you guys those things. As far as the demons in that movie and in K-pop Demon Hunters, both of those are things that people have told me you shouldn't watch those because you're a Christian. Don't watch Princess of the Frog or K-pop Demon Hunters. I think there's a better argument for Princess of the Frog just because they're scarier in that one. But in both of them, like, they don't really act like demons act in the Bible. And so essentially they're kind of other things, especially the one from K-pop Demon Hunters. Those are basically just like spirit zombies or something. They're not really demons. They're just this thing that are called demons, if that makes any sense. But no, Dr. Facilier is literally dragged to hell at the end of that movie, which is freaky as heck. That one at least is trying to be demonic, so I don't know. Not a huge... I would not have chosen that if I was making the movie, but at the same time, I think Dr. Facilier is a fantastic villain, so I don't know. Do with that what you will. He didn't swear, bro? Yeah, I don't swear. I heard the S word? No, I'm sorry, man. I do not swear, and if you hear something like that, that's probably just because I talk very fast. That is one thing I have noticed, so maybe a word gets lost in the sauce in there. I am not cursing, though. It's 6:07 for me. Part of me wants to say 6:07. I'm not going to. I'm going to stop myself. What's your opinion on the Star Wars show Andor? You're not going to believe this, guys. I haven't seen it. I need to at some point. I need to. Have you played Insane Aquarium Deluxe, Plants vs. Zombies spiritual predecessor? No, I've not. Interesting. No, I've not. Alright. Am I oldest, youngest, or a middle sibling? I'm not going to tell you that either. I try to keep my private details, like, very small. I don't tell you guys where I live, like, what state, or, like, time zone. I will tell you, I live in America, and I have 3 brothers. That's about all that I tell as far as, like, private info goes. I don't want my private info out on the internet. Whether it's my face or my name or any of that stuff. It's like, the less people know, the better. Because you don't really need to know, you know? You need to hear my actual voice for my videos to work, but you don't need to know any of that stuff, you know? Andor's Peak, you should definitely watch it. Quit trying to find out where he lives, bro. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Yeah, no, people keep telling me to watch Andor. I've got several friends that keep telling me that I need to see that show more than anything else. And maybe at some point. Maybe. But it's also a longer show, which I actually respect. I kind of hate the format where every single streaming show is 8 episodes. So the fact that Andor is more episodes kind of makes me more excited for it. I think the first season had like 15 episodes or something. That's cool, because that means it's, I don't know, it's not the same format. It's something a little bit different. But at the same time, that is more stuff to watch. So I don't know. At some point, I need to watch it. People say it's like the best Star Wars content Disney's ever made, which, sure, we'll see. He lives at Earth. Based. You're correct. Favorite Mario game? Odyssey was fine. World. Probably Mario World. I do like that one a lot. And then Mario Maker. That's not a traditional Mario game, but it is pretty good. Andor's so good. Yeah. I assume it is. Ever seen Smiling Friends? Not any of the episodes, but I've gotten a lot of like clip compilations that have shown up on YouTube and stuff, and I've watched clips. A lot of those clips are really funny, man. I don't know if it's a show that I would suggest to people. Probably not. But as far as clips go, oh my gosh, yeah. Some of those clips are insanely funny. Dude. He never specified our Earth, though. I'll tell you that much. I live on the same planet as you. Unfortunately, I do. It would be cool if I lived somewhere else. Well, no, but then you run into the same logistical problems as time travel if you live somewhere else. That'd kind of stink the more you think about it. Have I played a FNAF game? No, I've not. Unfortunately, I have not. Favorite movie out of the original Star Wars trilogy while we're still on the topic of Star Wars? I think it's got to be the middle one. Not Revenge of the Sith, not Return of the Jedi. My brain is dead at this point. Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, that one is the best one, easily. Because 1 or 4 is pretty good. And then 6 is really good to begin with. I didn't like the Ewok stuff as much. But 5 is just the best all throughout. It's pretty good. Thoughts on Paw Patrol and the upcoming one? I've not seen anything Paw Patrol, and I'm not going to watch the new one either, so There you go. Bro, this chat is so chill. Yeah, it's slow. We only got 30 people. We had a much lower amount of people tonight, which, you know what? That's kind of chill, man. That made chat easier. That made it a bit more of a smaller scale, intimate experience, I guess. That's a bit of a weird word to use there, but I don't know. This was kind of nice. Easily the smallest stream I've done, but kind of fun. Favorite Pixar movie? Probably Coco. Off the top of my head, it would be Coco. I do like that one a lot. Incredibles is also peak. WALL-E is also peak. Cars is peak. All of those films are perfect. Monsters University is underrated. I wouldn't say that's like top 5, but definitely underrated. I love that movie. DreamWorks should have made the Plants vs. Zombies movie, do you think? I mean, I think they probably would have done a decent job with it. They would probably do an okay job. Sony would probably do an okay job. And then whoever did the Lego movie, Warner Brothers. That wasn't really the studio, though. That was more Chris and Lord Miller, I believe. Or Chris Miller, Phil Lord? Yeah, those guys. If they had done that film, actually, it probably would have been pretty good. They did Lego Movie, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, Project Hail Mary, Spider-Verse. Anything they touch is pretty good, so that probably would have been pretty fun. What is PJO? Oh, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, I believe. Have you seen the Artemis Fowl movie? I've not seen it, and that is an adaptation. You're correct. I've not read the book either. I think it's a worse adaptation than Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Listen, the original Percy Jackson and Olympians movie is a really bad adaptation, but I find it a really funny movie. I don't know if I'd say it's a good movie, but it is really funny. It is way funnier than it should be. Reason Cars spinoffs were canceled was because Disney Toon shut down. Actually, yeah, you're probably right about that. Project Hail Mary was straight gas. That movie was great, man. Oh my gosh. Gotta sleep one day. I wish you the best, though. Good night. Good night, Casey Smith. Great having you, man. Thank you so much. What Universal Pictures IP should be turned into a Lego movie? They said they would do Lego Fast and Furious, or they want to do Lego Fast and Furious. That would be interesting. What Universal IP would be a good Lego movie? I mean, I think the Batman movie that they made, Lego Batman, that one made the most sense to do. I don't know what IP would make the most sense. I would want to see any concepts first, because just doing Fast and Furious in Lego, I think that makes sense for a game. I don't know about a movie, so we'll see. Simpsons or Family Guy? I don't really watch either that much. I actually found the Smiling Friends clips to be a little bit better, but I don't know. As far as those two go, I've seen a lot of Family Guy clips, and then I've seen 1 or 2 Simpsons episodes. I think both of them can be funny, but on average, they're not as funny as they think they are, if that makes any sense. Movie you thought would be terrible, but ended up being amazing, or the other way around? I thought Avengers Endgame would be great, and it wasn't, but again, hot take there. The other way around. Movie you thought would be terrible, but ended up being amazing. I feel like there's been multiple on the channel so far. Win or Lose was a show, but that was something I thought would be horrible, and was actually really, really well done. Inside Out 2 was one that I expected to be worse than it actually was. I wouldn't say that movie was amazing, but it was really good, you know? Hoppers I expected to be really bad, and that movie was pretty okay. So both of those were definitely better than I expected. I don't know if I would say they were amazing, but better than I expected. Will you watch the new Among Us show? It's on YouTube. I probably should. I can probably spare the time to watch an Among Us episode. There you go. Have you or will you ever watch any of the Disney Fairies movies? I have not, and I don't know if I would. Probably not. I'm already the adult male that watches too many Disney princess movies. By the time you get into the fairy stuff, it's like, what are you even doing with your life, bro? Not to say that that's bad, but also just like, I don't know. At some point, you have to have some kind of respect for yourself as a man, you know? At some point. Thoughts on the upcoming Star Wars Starfighter movie? I think that's probably the only movie that could save Star Wars. And by save Star Wars, I mean build hype around a specific film and make people excited for it. Because nobody was excited for Mando. The small amount of people who still like Star Wars movies were excited, and that movie has made some money. But like, compared to what it should have done, compared to what a film with the Star Wars name would have done 5 to 10 years ago, it was massively underperforming. Starfighter has Ryan Gosling, and so he is hot right now, especially with Project Hail Mary. So if that movie has a really good script, or like a really good direction, or a really good marketing campaign, I could see that movie doing well. and becoming some kind of catalyst that you can build more movies off of in the future. If it has any connection to Rey, which I've heard rumors that it will, that's pretty much dead in the water. Even if the movie is good, having a connection to Rey will mean that the channels that hate Rey, which I would consider myself to be one that doesn't really like Rey. I don't hate her, but I don't really like her. The channels that hate Rey would be able to clown on it easier. The people that hate Rey would be able to clown on it easier. Just don't connect yourself to Rey. She's one of the most unpopular characters of all time for Star Wars. Don't connect this film to Rey. That's my best advice for it. And you have a Disney foot video. I do. People joke. One video that my family jokes that I've made is the Disney princess foot video, which I have never made and I never will. See, the villain one I thought was funny. The princess one is just weird. No, gosh, no. But yeah, no, I thought that video was really funny. So that's why I made that video. I don't know. I have a twisted sense of humor sometimes. I feel like that comes through in a lot of my videos. Do you play Fortnite, or have you ever? Yeah, I play it pretty much every Friday with a group of friends. It's fun. We find like the stupidest modes ever. It's amazing, man. Favorite short you've made? Ooh, favorite one. Oh, I don't know. There's been a lot of shorts where I was really proud with how they came out. I did really like, I think it is my #1 video right now, the Disney Princess touching grass video. I thought that was such a funny idea. And I knew I had to save that one for when another video is doing super well so that they could kind of like build off of each other and it could just explode in the algorithm. And so I waited on that idea until I had a video doing super well, and then I put that video out and it did way better than I expected. I think it has like over 20 million views, which is insane. The video itself though I think is really good because a lot of the time you put a lot of effort into these lower, smaller videos, like these videos that you think aren't going to do well and they do way better than you think. And then a lot of the time you put a lot of effort into these videos and you hope they do incredibly well and they fail. So that would be one of those videos where I hoped it would do well, I thought it was good, and it did really, really well. So huge fan of that one. I've also really enjoyed going through the Star Wars videos recently. That's been really fun. So as far as recent videos go, those would be some of my favorites. New York is now currently in the purge. I feel like half the cities in the world are burning right now. So yeah, be careful outside. Be careful outside, guys. Best movie you've ever seen? I would say The Prestige right now. I always said The Dark Knight. Right now, I'd say The Prestige. That is a slightly better film. Make a video on why 6'7" is the funniest ever? No, I don't think I will. You see the Knicks just won the NBA World Champs, and what's your opinion? All I know about that, because I'm not a basketball guy, is that they are basically the New York Jets of basketball, to where they never win anything. So the fact that they won something is insane. So good on them, I guess. That's cool. Hey, have you seen Shadow and Bone? No, I have not. What video has had a super controversial discussion in the comments based on what you said? A lot of them. There's some pretty big ones that you guys could probably think of off the top of your head that have been pretty controversial. One that I knew was going to be controversial was anytime I talked about race swaps. Usually you'd have a lot of people saying, oh my gosh, you hate race swaps, you're a racist. And then you'd have a lot of people that would be even more pro race swap than I am, you know? Or they'd be more anti-race swap than I am. And so there were usually a lot of battles in the comments over whether race swaps are okay, which race swaps are okay, which ones aren't. A lot of people are usually civil, but a lot of the time those videos would split people. I hear thunder outside. Interesting. Oh, it's almost midnight. Yeah, I still got a few more minutes. Good thing I don't live in New York. Yeah, good on you, man. Oh my gosh. Am I the only one who's been commenting all those reviews in the Star Wars sequel review videos? Maybe. Not sure. Is Bacon Guy a steak? No, I'm pretty sure he's just a piece of bacon. Canonically. Cancelled Lego Batman sequel and the Lego Racing movie. With the Lego Racing movie, that's one of those films that you just don't know enough about to know if it would have been good or not. So, could have been great, could have been like Ninjago, where it's just not that great. Batman 2, the original Batman, like Lego Batman movie, was pretty okay. I think a sequel could have been good. I think it could have been a step down. And the plot, I believe, revolved around him being excluded from the main Justice League and feeling kind of sad about that. So that could have been a good plot, but I don't know. It was really funny as a gag in the original Lego Batman movie. I don't know if that would have worked as the plot for an entire film, but no telling. Are you watching World Cup? No, I'm not. Do you ship Nick and Judy? Oh my gosh. Not really. I don't know what to do with that. I've not made any videos about that. I'm not planning on making any videos about that. I don't think Disney knows what to do with that either. I think they are content to tease like it's going to be a romantic relationship, but I don't think they're ever actually going to go there. If you saw Zootopia 2, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Insert Uncle Aaron Hey gif. Yeah, kind of what I was trying to do, but I'm not near as cool or chill as he is. Thoughts on the first look of the DreamWorks Cocomelon movie? Did they put out a first look for that? If they put out a first look for that, I have not seen it. Let me see. Cocomelon movie. Oh, yeah. Cocomelon. Well, that's from Flick, bro. That looks AI. It's a guy talking about AI. It doesn't look like there's anything for it yet. Maybe there will be soon, but not yet. 100 Bacon Guys versus 1 Gorilla. Who wins? The gorilla. Canonically, I think Bacon Guy is pretty small. Well, I don't know how big any of the characters are, so it would depend on the size of Bacon Guy and the size of the gorilla. But probably not. I think the gorilla would probably still win. It's because, like, Diane and Mr. Wolf became canon. Yeah, but I bought that relationship more easily, you know? Because both of them are at least canines. Whereas, Nick and Judy, one's a bunny, one's a fox. They're both mammals at least, but that's still weird, you know? That's still weird. Can you review more indie shows and stuff? I review the kind of things that I'm interested in. And there's some things that I'll watch that I don't review on the channel. But I probably won't talk about too much indie stuff just because the only one that I've ever gotten into was Digital Circus. And by into, I mean I will just watch the new episodes when they come out. I don't consider myself like a huge part of the fandom or anything. I've purposefully not made any Digital Circus videos just because that community is about the most toxic community on the entire internet right now. And so, I don't know. I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. I don't want to get anywhere near that. So, probably not. 100 Bacon Guys beat 1 gorilla, no contest. Depends. I guess you're right. You didn't say whether it was hand-to-hand combat, which Bacon Guy would totally lose, or if it was like, I don't know, something stupid like watching a bunch of Disney movies. Why would that be the competition? That's dumb as heck. No, Bacon Guy probably still loses, unfortunately. Can you do a Toad voice? Okay, probably not right now. It's like midnight. That's not a good time to be doing like a high Toad impression or anything. But at some point, there was this video on YouTube, you could probably look it up right now, called Toad Sings Into the Unknown. One of the greatest videos on the entire platform, by the way. I used to be able to hit some of those notes in the Toad voice. The reason I say used to is because I only did it once, and it absolutely ruined my vocal cords, and I decided I will never do this again. But at one point, when he hits the high note, I was able to do that one time, okay? It was like a suicide thing for my voice. I will never be able to do it again, but I did it once, and I am a happy man. Thoughts on the George R. Gutierrez controversy? I have no idea who that is, so lots of thoughts. There you go. Did you already suspect that Zootopia was going to sweep Bad Guys 2? It depends on if you mean if it was going to do better at the box office or if it was going to be the better movie. Because which of those is the better movie? It's Bad Guys 2. I thought Bad Guys 2 might be better, and it was. But as far as which one was going to do better at the box office, it was always going to be Zootopia 2. No DreamWorks movie has ever made $1 billion, to my knowledge. I don't believe any of the Shrek movies did that. I think Shrek 3 may have done the best, and it made like 800, maybe 900 million. But DreamWorks does not make billions of dollars at the box office, whereas Disney has had several billion-dollar hits. So 9 times out of 10, I would say, yeah, bet on Disney over DreamWorks, unfortunately. Because I think a lot of DreamWorks movies are better than Disney films, but Disney wins at the box office. That's just how it goes. Disney, Pixar, and Illumination, they get the billion-dollar films. Everybody else just exists. Thoughts on AI? It's one of those giant, big things that, like, everyone talks about all the time. I have no idea, man. People say it's going to ruin everyone's jobs. So far, it has to some degree, but also hasn't to a lot of other degrees. I think it's a tool. It's not a crutch. Like, don't use it to write scripts or anything. That's stupid. But as a tool, I think as a search engine, it's pretty helpful. Like, there's been some cases where looking through Google to find things, like specifically, one case I have run into is like trying to find box office numbers for a specific weekend like 5 years ago. And a lot of the time, Google won't be able to find that. But with help from like ChatGPT or something, I don't trust that ChatGPT tells me the truth, but it will be able to find articles that Google cannot find. And so a lot of the time, I think that can be helpful. So I don't know. It's a tool. Use it wisely. It's not a crutch. Don't use it as a replacement for human thought. It's not. Should I eat bacon? Bacon's pretty good. It's pretty good. Thoughts on adult jokes in family media? Some are funny, but modern ones feel forced. I mean, it depends on the joke. A lot of the time, I feel like it's crass, or it doesn't work, or it's not that great. But a lot of the time, some of them have made me laugh. So it really just depends on the joke and the context and the film. So I don't know. Sweep the box office. Yeah, the box office. Yeah, exactly. How much bacon can the average human eat before dying? I'm not sure. And we probably won't figure it out here. I don't eat a lot of bacon, unfortunately. Face reveal. Never. But, no. Be honest, who would win in a fight, Captain Underpants or Goku? I don't watch the stuff that either of those guys come from, so I'm just going to say Captain Underpants because I think that would be a little funnier. Do you enjoy making long forms or shorts better? I enjoy both, and it depends on the video, but I think both are kind of their own thing, and they can both be rewarding. I enjoy making videos that are about topics that I like, but also videos that other people enjoy watching. And so a lot of the time, I'll put effort into a video and it doesn't do super well. And so it's just like, okay, that's something I probably shouldn't talk about much. Like, I figured out pretty fast, Marvel content, unless it's really different, it's not going to do very well. And so I don't talk about Marvel much. And I made a long-form video on Marvel that did really badly. I think that's a decent video. I learned a lot making it, but I wouldn't say that's one of my favorites. I enjoy doing both, and so I try to do close to an equal amount of both. I'm making more shorts right now than I am working on the big long-form video, but I like doing both. There's certain things you can do in both that you can't do in the other, so it's kind of nice being able to do both. They're both a different way to make videos, so I like it. Favorite Plants vs. Zombies plant? I mean, the broken ones are usually fun, like the ice thrower, Gloom Shroom. Gloom Shroom can be really fun. Honestly, I might just say Spike Rock, just because Spike Rock can be super clutch here and there, but also Potato Mine down here. He is super useful for early game. Those would be some of my favorites. Doom Shroom's also fun. Dang, you're still alive. Yeah, somehow, man. Somehow. We got 21 watching. The fact that any of you guys are here is kind of amazing. Let me see. How do you react if they announced a Toy Story 6? I would not be surprised, and I may have actually said in a few shorts that they will. I think it's more than likely. If 5 makes $1 billion, expect a 6th one, unless one of the big actors dies. Which, they're old, but they're not old enough that I expect them to die or retire anytime soon. They could probably squeeze a 6th out of these actors. I don't know about a 7th, but if this film makes $1 billion, expect a 6th. Probably by like 2032, 2034, somewhere around there. What games are you most excited from the game announcement last week? I didn't see any of those. I honestly, when I play games, it's mostly older stuff. Like, the reason I'm playing Plants vs. Zombies right now is because, like, I got into replaying Plants vs. Zombies recently. I mostly get into older games. So, as far as new announcements go, I will be hyped when they announce a new Super Smash Bros. Game. GTA 6 is not what I'm planning on playing, but I am interested in, like, hearing about it, just because that is, I don't know, it's the last holdout of a studio who still hasn't released a bad game or a badly received game, whereas most of the other OG studios, like Bungie and, the people who make, like, Fallout and Skyrim, a lot of those studios have fallen. And a lot of their recent games have been bad, whereas Rockstar, the last game they released was Red Dead 2, and people loved that game. So I'm very interested in seeing how much people like the new GTA, even though I'm not going to play that one. I don't know. I played Silksong when that came out. I thought that was a fantastic game, one of the best games ever made. and I was excited for that one, but there's no games on the horizon that I'm super hyped for right now. I need to play Hades 2. That's a game that came out recently. I loved the original. I need to play the sequel. So that's a game I need to download at some point. What do you think about Taylor Swift's song for Toy Story 5? I think that was one of Pixar's smartest decisions they've ever made. She might still be the biggest artist in the world, actually, right now. That was just an extremely smart business move. She is super hot right now as far as, like, how her stuff is doing. It's doing incredibly well. I think, that was genius. It's going to get a bunch of people to watch the movie who wouldn't have done otherwise. Even if the movie stinks, it has a chance at $1 billion, and I think Taylor Swift will be at least a component in that. As far as the song itself goes, I didn't listen to very much of it. It sounded fine. Not amazing, but just fine. What about Minecraft Dungeons 2? I didn't play the first one. I play Minecraft. I haven't gotten into any of the extra stuff, which are just like different games with a Minecraft skin. I hope they add some of the stuff from the Dungeons games into Minecraft, but as far as the game itself, I haven't played it. Once Toy Story 5 comes out, Swifties are going to be really annoying on Twitter, LOL. They kind of already are. Not all of them. Again, I want to say, with Swifties and with Digital Circus, like, not everyone who likes those products or people are weird, but those are also, the fandoms can be really weird, so there you go. Will there be more content for your other YouTube channel, Diet of Worms? Yes, at some point. I'm hoping to have something out during the summer. That would be really, really nice. I've got some other things I'm working on, but I've not been able to work on that channel as much as I would like to, just because I have been doing the big long form video and shorts. I've been releasing a lot more shorts this month than I was last month and the month before. I feel like I wasn't releasing enough then, so unfortunately not much to say about Diet right now, but I am working on stuff and I hope to have something out during summer. We'll see. How long do you think Jim Carrey will keep coming back for the Sonic films? I feel like he said he wasn't coming back after 2 just because he was retiring, and then he came back to 3, and now he's coming back for 4. So I don't know. I don't know how much more gas there is in the Jim Carrey tank, but as long as he's acting, I think he'll be in Sonic. I think he loves that role. But if he quits acting for good, then yeah, I think he's out of Sonic. I think when the last Digital Circus episode comes out, I'm going to rewatch it one last time and probably not watch it again, LOL. Yeah, probably. We'll see. I'm interested in seeing how it ends. It's a pretty decent show so far, but we'll see how it goes. Favorite fictional franchise? Most shows end horribly. I would just say Batman. I don't know if that's my favorite ever, but like, a lot of Batman movies are really good, and every time you make a new Batman movie or cast a new person as Batman, I'm interested, you know? I gotta see. Thoughts on the announced Minecraft movie sequel of Minecraft Movie Squared? I think I made a video about it. It's gonna be stupid. It's gonna be so dumb. I hope they have another chicken jockey-like moment. I think it'll be really fun, though. But we'll see. There's a chance Herobrine's in it, which I think would be absolutely peak. If they add the line, "You were supposed to be a hero, Brian," or "I thought you were a hero, Brian," then 10 out of 10, best movie of the year. But we'll see. I'm interested. Thoughts on the Cars movie, and what is the best in the franchise? Cars 1 is easily the best. And then 3 is pretty okay. The Mater shorts are really, really good. And the show they made was fine. I didn't watch much of it. And then Cars 2 is it's a fine movie, but a bad Cars film, if that makes any sense. Was the character for Diet of Worms an original character made specifically for that channel, or another character from your childhood? No, that was an originally made character. I wanted to make a Bible channel after everything went down, and I racked my brain for a long time about what I wanted it to look like, and it went through a bunch of different iterations and forms, and a lot of them weren't good. Like, a lot of them were just stupid. And then finally, I was just like, you know what? The one thing I'm good at is the editing style I'm currently doing. It would make sense to just do that editing style for a second channel. So what's a character I could do? And I tweaked with like 50 different not 50, like probably like 5 to 10. That's nowhere near 50. But I tried out a bunch of different characters. I knew it wasn't going to be one of the ones I already had in Bacon Guy. None of them quite felt right. And then when I came up with the idea for an apple with a worm for the arm, I was just like, oh my gosh, that is a peak character. I have to use this somewhere. And then I thought of the name Diet of Worms, and I was just like, this is it. I found it. This is beautiful. This is peak. I'm doing it. I need to make more videos for that channel, obviously, but yeah, as far as character design goes, I think I'm very proud of how parts of that character came out. I think the eyes need a bit of work. Like, if I could go back and change something about that character, it would probably be the eyes. It's a lot harder to make expressions with that character's face than it is with Bacon Guy. And I keep saying that character because I don't even have a name for it. Originally, his name was Mac, as in, like, Macintosh. But then I remember the computer, and I was just like, oh, that name's kind of already taken by something big. So, maybe not that. But we'll see. We'll see. PVZ, my favorite game for the DS. Peak? Yeah. It is pretty good. Bacon, you should do Gun of the Day streams. That'd be weird. Cars 1 is the best. I do like Cars 2, mostly because I have a lot of nostalgia. Yeah, Cars 1 is the best. Cars 2, I understand having nostalgia for that one. What movie scared you as a child? Ooh. Yo, see you, bro. See you later, man. Goodbye. What movie scared you as a child? I probably need to stop streaming soon. It's kind of late. I don't know. A lot of the time it would be my brothers that got scared by things. As far as me, though, I know one scene that apparently absolutely wrecked me as a child. I was not prepared for the Toy Story 3 ending where they all burn, or you think they're gonna burn. I don't remember that, because that was 2010. It's been a while since then. I was a child, but I've been told that I was absolutely wrecked by that experience. So there you go. Do you watch Shafrillis? Not regularly. I've seen some of his videos, and I think he's got a lot of good points. He made a video on Lin-Manuel and his relationship to Disney that I thought was a really good video, but I disagree with a lot of his opinions. And so usually I don't watch a lot of channels that... He's one of the channels that I would say I don't agree with a lot, and so if like a new movie comes out, I might check his review, but I'll go to other people first before I go to him. But there are a lot of times where I think he does have pretty good points. You should review Swapped. I get that a lot. I've not seen that one. That's the new Netflix movie, I believe. I don't think I have Netflix right now, unfortunately. Which, I've got Disney Plus, but I don't have Netflix. Thoughts on Cars 3? It's the best movie ever? That is a good movie. Cars 3 is a very good film. I've not seen it in a while, but I remember thinking that was at least a good follow-up to the original Cars. Alright, I think now is about as good a time to call it as I could. Although you said Tangled is your favorite Disney movie, do you also think it's one of the objective best Disney movies also? I will. Oh, do you have a pet? I don't have a pet. I'll answer this question last. And then I think I'm gonna head to bed. It's about time. It's about time. Thank you guys so much for coming to the stream. It's been a good time, but I gotta answer the Tangled question. Is it objectively the best Disney movie? I would put it objectively. It is my favorite. But objectively, it's between that one and Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast, I think you could make an argument, and probably a better argument, that that film is objectively the greatest Disney movie ever made. It's the best from the Renaissance, and as far as the songs go, there's not a single bad song. Even the reprise is fantastic with Gaston. That has like a reprise people have forgotten about. It's fantastic. Oh my gosh. But yeah, there you go. I would say that one. It's pretty good. But you guys are the best. Thank you so much for tuning into this stream. As you can tell, 18 people watching. Pretty small compared to the other streams, but the fact that you guys have stuck around or watched it all is amazing. Thank you guys so much for coming, and I will see you later. I got a video tomorrow, so I'll see you then.